So there's this huge change in what does it mean to be a large scale energy customer, and what does that mean for the markets that those customers are participating in. So, imagine waking up and figuring out that there's another 20 or 30% revenue in your energy system without having to invest another dollar of CapEx. Groundbreaking change. And we haven't seen that get fully priced across the spectrum yet. So number one is that Bitcoin is going to buy more energy over the coming decades, and that's going to be an incredible benefit for individuals and for the climate and the environment and all of these things. Bitcoin mining is an enormous positive sum sector of the economy. So there's one interaction that was great. Was we went in and we walked them through how we want to be a customer. Right? I walk into an energy company. The first thing I tell them is I want to be the best customer you've ever had. I don't want to introduce any strain to the system. I want to buy your least valuable hours. I want to do it really cheaply, but I'm willing to work with you along every other vector other than price. That's it.
And you can turn me on and off.
You tell me on, off, up, down, half, full, whatever. That's all priceable.
I mean, that is the best customer they could possibly ask for.
Yes, exactly. We try to make it really easy. Oh, and we don't need all these other things, all these other, redundancy. Imagine Facebook showing up and saying, we want to build a 100 megawatt data center. That really means 300 megawatts of infrastructure because they want full uptime and they want to do it with solar and they want to do all these other, and it just becomes this like total, and they want to never pay taxes for the next 15 years because they need to be incentivized because 10 other places are competing for them. Whereas we want to go to a community that does not have a customer like us. We want to be the biggest buyer of energy in your market because nobody else has chosen to go there. Because what we don't need to do? We don't need to be 15 feet from the interstate and be on a major shipping hub. We don't need a massive amount of land. We're able to do this on a much smaller footprint than most other businesses. We're able to we solve all of these traditional hard to manage concepts. We don't introduce strain. We're not a pain in the ass. We're pretty helpful. We're pretty useful. And we just want to be a benefit to your environment. Like this is the point, is that we care so much about price that we're willing to work with you on every single other factor.
And is it like just sign? Can you sign up now, please?
It's a little more complicated than that. So
do they feel like they're being tricked or something?
Yes. So that's exactly right. So we show up and we walk them through kind of what our power purchase model looks like and how we want to interact with you. And they're like, but can you actually do it? Like, does this actually work? Yeah, we can show you operating data. And this isn't like a hypothetical thing. This is like what is already happening at large scale today. We just want to grow this massively. And we being our entire industry. And so, this is an incredibly exciting time when I think we're seeing some of the large energy, project developers starting to get hip to this. We're starting to see utilities understand this. I think that we're going to wake up in 5 to 10 years and every single town is going to have Bitcoin mining in it to some degree as a load balancer for their energy system. And it's good, so there's sort of two ways to think about it, right? Like we're used to thinking of energy as this like scarce resource. When really the scarce resource is our ability to think aggressively about bringing low cost, reliable and renewable power to individuals. Like it's our will to build this that is the scarce resource. Like we're not running out of energy.